And we are live on DPSN for another edition of women's soccer. It is sectional final time, so game number 2 in the Wildcats playoff journey. They beat Clark Montessori game 1 to earn a date here with the 16-seeded St. Bernard, whatever that Bulldogs, is that
Titans.
right? Titans. Wow, no guess right there for me. But due to some technical difficulties that don't have much to give you right now, other than the winner of this, I think runs into the 1 or 2 seed.
Yep, the 1 seed, which I believe is Cincinnati Country Day.
So have fun with that, the winner of this game. And we are on the way. Speaking of Kylan Little, as she's about to take this corner kick, she was named Player of the Week for her 2-goal performance against Finneytown.
Which, I mean, she had one was the wrong leg goal. That was impressive enough, but then the other one was very impressive as well, so she definitely earned that honor.
I think she might have hit both with her left.
Oh. That left leg kick didn't go as well as the ones against Finneytown did. Nice little box out there by Kylan, I'm sorry. Not a whole lot of pressure being applied by St. Bernard early on. Oh.
Yeah, nothing like a 38-yard shot to open the game. But something right there to just call out. Rachel had the world of time. She could have easily just turned and even taken a shot herself. That comes down to lack of talking on the field. Somebody should have been telling her to turn. Oh, we got 3 referees.
Yeah. I was going to say that before the game started to you, but we were having all the issues with the technical stuff. Kind of slipped my mind. As it turned out, the issue was I'm an idiot, and I had it plugged into the wrong port.
I'm the last one that can call you an idiot around here.
Well, I did a football game last night, and I thought there was a fumble, and then they showed the replay. Nothing even hit the ground. I blamed it on being up since 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was seeing things.
I think the girls are the last remaining non-football Deer Park team.
You are correct, because the boys got knocked out in the first round, and the volleyball team got knocked out as well.
Theirs was second round, I believe, though.
Yeah, they got knocked out by Carlisle. Which I know absolutely nothing about Carlisle, so.
These parents love the long shot.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those things that looks great when it actually goes in, but the chances of it going in are not high.
I mean, you just gotta hit it just like Kylan did. But I mean, I've been saying it for weeks now. A set ball is harder to drive other than a rolling ball.
Yep. You got to have it.
Kylan's goals, I believe they were rolling back to her. And she said, hey, I'm going to hit this. And then they both went in.
Yeah, it's always easier when you have the extra momentum of the ball already moving than when you set it still and then try to give it all.
Don't try to be too cute.
This is one of those games that you really hope they're not reading the rankings too much going into this game because they've already beaten the 8 seed with Clark earlier this week, and St. Bernard's a 16 seed. It's one of those games you really hope you don't start looking ahead to next week because you can get beat that way. Because you don't want to get yourself into bad habits.
I think this is one of the first times I've seen a ref in yellow here. I think the last few times I've been wearing like
Green and blue, yeah. Which is funny because the goalie for St. Bernard is wearing yellow, so you would think they wouldn't want to wear the same color as a player.
That's not a one person all the way back in the goal. It's not really that big of a deal. Now if like Taylor came walking in with yellow jerseys on, they change.
Is that why they come with a bag full of like 5 uniform colors? Or jersey colors, I guess, because it's not really a uniform.
Yeah, they're usually told to bring at least one alternate color. Fun fact, actually, a lot of them just probably keep all of them in the bag at all times.
Yeah, I remember that one game we did earlier this season where one ref opened their bag and there was like 5 different shirts in there. Right idea, execution wasn't there. Hey, we got ball kids today too. We're going all out on this one. We got ball kids and 3 refs.
Where are the ball kids?
Behind the goal. You got one over here in this corner, one over by the goal post. And we got another one down here on the other end.
Look at you noticing small stuff. You usually don't.
I actually got a good night's sleep for a change. I do a lot better when I'm actually not exhausted. Usually when I'm doing soccer games, I'm operating on about 4 hours of sleep. I got a full 6 last night.
I got a solid 45 minutes.
You win.
Nah, I'm kidding. I probably got 7 hours, probably.
This goalie's got a good leg for St. Bernard. There goes Lauren. Rebound. Just wide.
What'd you say early there?
Huh?
What'd you say early there?
I said, there goes Lauren.
I thought you said there's one. I'm like, rookie mistake.
No, I said, there goes Lauren.
That's like your favorite call. There goes somebody. It's not as enthusiastic as your football call, so I'm going to have to ask you to match that energy.
Dude, I called a game last night that had 102 points scored in it. I'm lucky I can talk today.
Well, you only got to sound enthusiastic about one of the team's scoring. These refs don't have the fancy headsets that most refs have nowadays, though.
Which is funny because you never really hear them over the PA system, so you kind of wonder why are you wearing it? Unless they're talking to each other. So far, this game has been dominated down in St. Bernard's end. Oh, Walker's got a chance. Got caught between chance and shot. Came out shot.
I think I'm just going to stay quiet this game, let you take it. You are all on it.
I hate when that happens when you get caught in between words.
Number 2, Josie Topping.
I'll just sit back and look cute. You always say it right before they shoot. I swear if you just waited till after they shot it, it might actually go in. I guess that overall just depends on how superstitious you are. I'm known to be kind of superstitious.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious. Michael Scott.
Did you say you're a Girl Scout?
No, I said Michael Scott because that's from The Office. I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
I've never seen The Office.
Oh.
You only have rooms for so many sitcoms in your life.
That's most of what I watch.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's going to take a good shot to beat her.
Mm-hmm.
So do the girls a favor and shush on your about to get a shot.
That was an impressive sneeze by whoever that was because I heard that from the other side of the field.
How are we subbing on their throw? You can sub on corner kicks? Since when?
Oh, no. We got too many people on the field.
Hey, take a touch. There's always a field of the game aspect that, as a player, obviously, I can. So you're just going to have to take my word for it. You have a feel. I was always taking a look at my surroundings as we go. Yeah, having somebody talk and tell you what's near you helps. But at the same time, you got to be that self-aware of like what's around you.
Yeah, I think that's true for any sport. You got to be aware of what's going on. You can't just rely on other people entirely.
It's one of the first refs that actually stopped the ball from rolling forever too.
He's got stuff to do on a Saturday night too. He wants to get going too.
Well, the clock's gonna run even if the ball disappears.
Well, maybe he wants to see more action then. Or he's just considerate. The world needs more considerate people these days.
No, you got talent.
You kind of get the feeling that they're just kind of going through the motions early on in this one.
What's actually halfway happening here is they're expecting to be pressured. And like, for example, Kylan playing that all the way back when she had nobody within 10 yards of her. She had time to step on it, probably do 2 extra toe touches, and then turn around and she would have been fine. And then Sarah didn't recognize that that ball wasn't hit well enough to get all the way back. That's a 40-yard drop with no pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know if it's not used to playing on Saturday nights. Um, their internal clocks are on like overdrive for no reason. It's like a quarterback throwing a quick slant with no pressure when you got a go route that could come open.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a combination of things or what you were talking about, but they just seem a little out of sync here early on.
Well, if we got a halftime coaches interview, we could ask the coaches what they think it is.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't want to sit here and like be like, oh yeah, they weren't ready to play and all that.
Yeah, you don't want to be a speculative kind of person.
Because the only Saturday games I ever played were like noon starts.
Yeah, 7 o'clock on a Saturday is a little. I mean, even just from my perspective, calling the game and doing the camera, it's like all day. I'm like, I don't have anything to do tonight, do I? Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, my whole Saturday routine got tossed out the window. And I want to say their keeper's got about 4 or 5 saves already, so it's not completely lackadaisical. They're making things happen. It just.
So far, the goalie's been on point for St. Bernard.
I was actually saying this about the. Me and Jamie were talking about the AFC Cincinnati game where they lost to Philly in the playoffs, 1-0. They had a couple one-on-ones that you just can't miss, and the shot wasn't that great, and it was right at the goalie, and I was like, these guys just need to pick a corner and go for that corner. See, that's right to it.
Yep.
You got stop trying to think. No, it's been about 20 minutes, no goals. I need to make something happen here. Just let the flow of play will create good looks. And it doesn't help. I feel like a few of our shots have been from way too far out.
Yeah, that's kind of been a theme the last few games. We're taking shots from way out.
That could be a blame on. Now pick a corner, Lauren.
There we go.
Oh, that wasn't as to the corner as I was hoping for.
Yeah. That was more of a draw the goalie out and then just kind of roll it by her.
Which that did show a little bit more patience. Make the goalie make the first move, and then you just knock it past her.
Deer Park goal by number 6, Lauren Hagelin. Lauren Hagelin with the goal.
That's something that's been a very common thing being said around Deer Park this season. Lauren Hagelin with the goal.
Oh, the goal by Heglin, we got it a lot early, kind of died down, then we got it a lot late again. So it's the most. It's been said the most.
Yeah, that's I mean. Around Deer Park, it's been the one said the most. The dogs are cheering too.
Not happy.
Oh, I think because the ball kids over there getting the ball.
Still not happy.
Yeah.
But I've never heard a dog bark like that. He's excited.
Which is funny because the dog over here is the German Shepherd. It's just out here playing fetch with its owner. Usually German Shepherds are the ones you'd think would be barking like that. We're animal people here if you haven't figured that out by yet or by now.
Oh yeah, I've debated trying to steal that German Shepherd. Full disclosure.
It's a pretty dog. My dog would probably love it because she loves everybody and everything, but she's very high energy and not every dog likes that.
I wish I could put a counter at the bottom of the team of the parent freak out shoot it.
It is kind of funny.
Like, who needs us? We'll have the parents just do live selling.
Well, I look at it, the parents are taking an interest in their kids' lives, and that's a good thing in of itself.
Are you one that's going to say LeVar Ball's the greatest dad of all time then?
No.
I mean, that the people that make the argument that he is, that's what they say.
I think he does it for selfish reasons personally, but that's just me.
But I mean, it's the same correlation.
Yeah.
Loud, obnoxious. Oh, but he's in his life. I mean, just think about that poor Lonzo Ball kid, man. That one in your pre-draft workout said that you were better
To the Wildcats, number 23, Amanda
than the
Lawson.
reigning MVP Steph Curry at the time.
That's one of those, you're not even the one who said it, and yet you suddenly got that target on your back.
Well, Pat Beverly defended him like he was a superstar just to prove a point.
I guess I was going more for they're here watching, whereas a lot of people or some parents would just be like, I don't care. That was more where I was going with that.
What do you mean?
That the parents are here cheering, they're actually they care that their kids are playing something. Some parents are just like, I don't care. Moving on.
When did we get back to that? We were talking about.
No, that's what we were talking about with the parents thing.
No, then I used the segue to bring up LeVar Ball.
Oh, okay. I was just clarifying that was more where I was going with that.
You gotta say that when I brought up LeVar Ball. Not, oh, we'll go with this segue for a little bit, and then at the end I'm just gonna say, no, it's over. We're going back to this.
Turn and burn.
Golio number dos. I got caught ball watching. I don't know who played that pass. Because that was a really good pass. I don't know who it was.
Deer Park goal by Lauren Hagelin.
Go yourself. Oh, don't take your ankle off of it, silly. She didn't shoot that one until she was on the goal line. But the adjustment she made is, again, make the goalie make the first move.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of... 5 feet, yes, 5 feet again. Ish. I feel left out because the parents think something's hilarious and I don't know what's happening.
I was say I hear a bunch of laughing, but I have no idea what they're talking
I
about.
wouldn't know what's funny.
I like jokes.
Entering the game for Deer Park, number 16, Midori Felix. And number 8, Evie Wilson.
Turn? Where is she going to go, Mr. Yell at her to turn? Actually, can that just be what we do from now on? Instead of give you play-by-play, can we just, like, critique whatever any parent says?
Well, this is the last game of the season that we're covering, so.
Not ever.
Well, I mean, for this season.
Obviously, I meant ever, sir. Where'd the ball kid go? All the way over here under the
Yeah,
scoreboard?
I would say way on the other side of the field.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, man?
Don't start jogging over there now. You're way too late.
Yeah. I say get the next one at that point.
Oh, that might be a bit heavy. Oh, never mind. She got there. Rachel almost looks like she's operating on cruise control right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you can take that as however way you want to take that, because it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing.
This might be a really dumb question, but does the ball have to go completely over the line to be out of bounds?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say, because there's a lot of times where the ball's on the line and they never blow it dead.
It's the same thing for a goal. The entire ball has to go over the line. go. She decided to put it in drive
Yeah,
right there.
she heard you.
See, there's a now look. Now the ball kid's on the other corner that he
And it
missed.
just rolled down into the gutter.
Hey, see that hustle? I know you peeped it on the screen, but come on, man. You're on the opposing corner, standing next to the camera taker. When the ball's, I can't.
And we got the goalie down.
Yeah, see, you should, yeah. Turn the camera away from the goalie. Thanks, buddy.
I didn't know if she was actually hurt or not. Sometimes it's one of those things where it's like they're just.
Nah, they're calling for the trainer. We will be back in a second. So we're gonna have a new goalie. Hopefully, I don't have a roster. Hopefully that lady is okay. It looked like she got her ankle stepped on. So as a soccer player, I know that's not fun at all. And then Shane, you had a valid question. Do they even have a second goalie? Well, the answer to that we're about to find out.
Yeah, it looks like they took one of their regular players and put a green vest over him. I also just noticed they have 10 people on the field. So they did literally just take one of their players and move him to goalie.
Up, well, up. I don't think Deer Parks knows that they have to go down. Usually, if somebody has to go down a player, the other team will take a player off as well. 4, 5, 6,
'Cause we're
7,
11
8.
on 10 right now.
In comes their goalie is coming back in. Pretty well hit shot, but I mean it's hard not to wonder.
St. Bernard just put their regular goalie back in.
I already said that.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
That is my bad. I apparently wasn't paying attention.
And so yeah.
Goal by number 17, Kylie McCormick.
And then I wonder if on the field they're telling her that only counts as a half a goal because it wasn't a real goalie. Because that's something.
Ricochet, yes it does.
Hey. I believe that was Adrian Wood.
I believe you're right because I thought I heard somebody in the stands say, "Way to go, Adrian."
Even though every time I hear Adrian, I think of Rocky.
Yep, I was just about to say the same
Hey,
thing.
Adrian!
I did it!
Deer Park goal by number 20, Adrian
I
Wood.
think that ball deflected off the
Adrian
ref.
Wood with the Deer Park goal.
Yeah, bring it under control first.
The ref is like getting attacked on this little series here.
Oh, shoot it. I like it.
That dog is voicing its approval.
Doggo, you want to come to my house?
Yeah, Tulsa wants a friend. I don't know if a German Shepherd would like my dog, though. Tulsa's a little crazy.
I'm sorry, Shane. Did I say your house or my house?
Oh, I was just saying for me.
Oh, well, I was saying we're bringing the dog to my house, so I don't care about your dog. You know what I don't understand?
What?
Why do these games get chippy as we start winning them by more goals?
I don't know. That
Like,
is a good
I'm not
question.
crazy. You're noticing that too, right?
Yeah. It is kind of odd. I hadn't really noticed that until you said that, but that is right.
Like
That's
that's what happened last game too.
Mm-hmm.
Like 0-0 is okay, 1-0 is fine, 2-0. I don't know if it's like they get so pushy just to score that next goal that. But yeah, at least I'm not the only one that's noticed it.
Yeah.
Wildcats number 4, Zoe Ray.
Okay, that's just impressive. I would say hand-eye coordination, but that was more head-eye coordination. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm going to make it a thing. Sweep the leg.
I can tell you no one plans to have to head the ball that many times, so that's. I don't think if you asked me or Kylan that we'd call that impressive. As a, I'd upgrade you to a casual now. You're a casual. For a casual, yeah, you're like, whoa.
That was more of I'm impressed because I couldn't do that.
I was gonna say, well, you'd be impressed by everything that goes on, because I mean, you said all you did was tackle people, and
Yeah,
that's illegal. So you didn't do anything that was legal.
I scored goals.
What, after tackling everybody?
No,
You never once mentioned you scored goals.
Yeah, the last year I played soccer, I was actually fairly decent at scoring goals because I kicked the ball so hard at that age that people just were afraid of me.
And you tackled
Once
people.
I learned you weren't allowed to actually tackle people, then I would just like lower a shoulder and run through people.
That's the same thing.
It's not wrapping up and dragging people down.
Okay, well, if I just shoulder hit you and you go down in football, that counts as a tackle, right?
Yeah.
Then if you're doing that, it counts as a tackle. You know I'm in rare form today. Don't try to get in a back and forth with me right now, Shaney boy. I will say this is new stuff. I don't think we'll have to relook at the tapes. I don't think you ever once called yourself a goal scorer.
No, I never did mention that. Uh-oh.
No, that's not offsides, parents. No. You throw the ball. There you go.
I said throw the one you got, then go get the other.
Yeah, then you chase the
2
one.
minutes to play in the first half. 2 minutes.
Thank you, Neil. We got 2 minutes to play in the first half. When we return from halftime, Shane will break down the difference between. I don't know. I don't have anything. Ooh, we'll give you the difference between being fast and playing fast. We'll see if he remembers what I told him.
I guarantee I don't.
We're.
Oh!
What did that hit? I completely missed that.
It hit the top crossbar. Which, I mean, top crossbar is the only crossbar.
I was gonna let you have it because
I realized it after I said it that sounded incredibly redundant. I was going to say, it's like, wait a minute. It's the crossbar because it goes across.
Well, I guess there could be a bottom crossbar. For some reason, the bottom goal line was another bar that went across.
I don't think there's a soccer goal anywhere that has that, though.
Look, I'm trying to help you out, and you
You're
still.
trying to not make me sound stupid.
And then you argue with me, and then I'm like, well, you know what? Next time I'll let you sound stupid. I'm like, I threw you the lob, and then you blocked the lob out of bounds and celebrated like you were on defense. No pun intended, but our next call after this will be a basketball game.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That ends half number one. Your Wildcats 4. The Titans 0. I forgot what they were again. That's why I hesitated. I waited for Neil Bailey to tell me. But we will be back for second half kick. And we are back for half number 2. Scores at the bottom. Opponent is at the bottom as well. I forgot to switch the half.
It's Saturday, folks. It's a struggle.
So, Shay, quiz question number 1.
What is today's date?
What is the difference between being fast and playing fast?
I know being fast is the act of how fast you're moving, but playing fast is more of the tempo in which you're moving the ball and passing and that kind of stuff.
All right, and
I'm sort of right.
nah, I was just gonna accept whatever you said. Quiz question number 2. What is your homework assignment that starts next month?
World Cup.
What about it?
Watch it.
Fabulous. Chat, you guys can think of anything that I had to explain to Shane that I can ask him to see if he remembers?
I don't think we have a chat for
Yeah, I
our
know.
games.
Yeah, I know.
I was saying, I'm pretty sure we don't have
That's
that.
the humor part, Shane. Don't kill my humor.
Okay.
I gotta completely vet this guy for basketball season of my humor. You would think we're on season number 3, because we did fall, winter. We had to do spring separately.
With the exception of like
so
two
this is
games.
our 3rd technical season. You'd think you'd know my weird humor by now. Ooh, how much of the ball has to be out for it to be considered out of bounds?
100%. I learned that in the last half.
What team doesn't wear blue? I said wear blue.
Was that Indian Hill?
That's a good guess. I knew it was one of the red teams
So
that I
it's one
said
of the
it
red
against.
teams. I don't think it was Finneytown because they do wear blue. Sort of. A different shade of blue.
What's my uh-oh chant? It's been something I like to say when I mess up.
You've had 2 of them this season. You have Rut Row and you have Whoopsie Doodles.
Wow, the extra credit for Shaney Boy. He said you have rut row. But yeah, that's
I remember that one because you said it one time and went, I sound like Scooby-Doo when I say that.
yeah. What is my second favorite win of all time?
Was it the senior night one?
Whose?
Yours?
Beating Finneytown on their senior night was my second favorite
okay.
win.
I knew the senior night was a part of it. I just forgot whose.
My third favorite win was a senior night win.
I didn't win on either of my senior nights, so.
Well, I just took an extra bit of haha to beat somebody else on theirs. There's my second and third. What was my favorite win of all time?
The sectional tournament?
Yeah, bonus point if you remember who it was against.
CHCA?
Dang. You know, this guy plays it off like he has no memory and has no idea what's going on. And this just covered the whole season of random stuff I said, and he remembered them all.
Well, the CHCA one we literally talked about during halftime.
See, there you go again. I try to give you credit, and then you, do you want me to just,
I try to stay humble.
just take the...
Yeah, just take the compliment, man.
Trying to think if there's anything else that we went over. Ooh, this is one. Can you score directly off a throw-in?
No.
Okay, off a throw-in, what needs to happen for it to be able to be counted?
It has to be touched by somebody. I forget who it has to be touched by.
Team doesn't matter. It just has to be touched first. So if the goalie jumps for it, gets a hand on it, and then it goes in, it counts.
So it's one of those, as long as it touches somebody, it's good.
Yes. Lawrence scores her third goal of the game.
There are no hats being thrown onto the field, though.
That's a hockey thing. We don't do that here.
Well, maybe we should.
All right, so looking ahead, we can kind of tell by how this game's going that I don't like to count a team out. 34 minutes left in the game, but I think it's safe. So looking ahead,
Your fourth goal by number 6, Lauren Eglin.
who's the 1 seed that we're about to run into?
It was either Cincinnati Country Day or Cincinnati Christian, I forget.
I feel like we played.
CC something.
I feel like we played Cincinnati Christian.
Oh!
That didn't go in.
I think she sat on it.
That is next level whoopsie doodles.
I would say I think she rolled over it and she ended up sitting on it.
Who was that? Rachel?
I think it was.
Rachel, that is next level whoopsie doodle. What a save. Okay.
Kick save.
Go
and a
good
beauty.
old hockey save with that one.
Kick save and a beauty.
So the Phillies got a 2-1 lead.
Yes, sir.
Do they take the 3-1 lead tonight? Or does
I hope so. Because I'd like to be able to go 3-1 and go have Game 5 in Philly. I don't trust them as much going back to San Diego trying to win it.
Okay, so you want these next two in Philly so they never have to go back to
Yeah, because Game 2 in San Diego was not kind of...
because all San Diego has to do is get one of these last two.
Yeah, all they got to do is win one of the next two and they go back to San Diego.
Because I mean, if they drop either tonight's game or tomorrow's game, it'll technically be a 3-1 lead. But you're on the road for the last two. That's why I don't agree with the baseball 2-3-2 format.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Like basketball gets it right with the 2-2-1-1-1.
Yeah, so that way you're not playing. You could potentially never go back home again if you're the team that's the higher seed.
Well, that happened in I think LeBron's year with the Heat when they lost to the Mavericks.
Oh, yeah, they spent the majority of the series in Dallas.
Well, because the Mavs stole Game 2 in Miami, and then they never went back to Miami, I believe. Or the Mavs took Game 1. It was something crazy, but
It was something nobody saw.
that's the last finals that I can remember. That was the that's it.
Oh, Clark.
That's definitely her first goal of the season. I'm not sure on career. And I think that means we are officially in running clock territory. So let's just look ahead to, actually, I have the bracket. Becca sent it to me, I think.
Yeah, I know we're likely going to be playing CC something, whether it's a D or an S, I don't remember.
Well, it is a tad bit of a difference if you run into the 2 seed.
Your fourth goal by number 16, Madari Gillett.
Did she send that to both of
face.
us? Yeah, I think she sent that in the group chat. The DPSN group chat. Yeah, we're cool.
Yeah, we're official. It's all three of us. Ooh, goes wide. Yeah, some of our official conversations, like last night when I'm like, Madeira and Wyoming are tied at 7.
And then Madeira proceeded not to score again for the rest of the game.
Yeah, then Wyoming remembered their Wyoming.
It is Cincinnati Country Day.
Okay, I knew I had the CC.
They are playing today as well. They either played Blanchester or Fayette Fayetteville, Perry.
I have no idea where that is. I know where Blanchester is. I've never heard of Fayetteville Perry.
But I mean, it didn't really matter what side. You were either going to get number 3 Marymount, number 1 Cincinnati Country Day, or number 2 in Madeira at some point.
Yeah, so either way, you're running into a buzzsaw.
But that game is Tuesday at Norwood High School.
And Rachel just got number 4. Or Lauren, I'm sorry. Lauren got number 4.
Ah, see? Yeah, getting names right isn't easy, is it? Well,
Dude, I did a game last night. I literally had the wrong running back getting carries for an entire drive. I had some random sophomore that never saw the field that I gave credit for about 10 carries and realized it was a senior.
All right, well, for now, let's just focus on getting the prep for Cincinnati Country Day. Clearly, from playing the 8 to 16 seed to now being asked to face the number 1 seed.
It's going to be a little bit of a step up.
And that game is a Tuesday at Norwood. And it's funny, it's weird. Marymount is going to be playing at Madeira if they win through, and Madeira will be playing at Marymount. It's like, I don't know why that's awkward.
Switching stadiums.
But yes, this is the last round of home games, pretty much. This is technically you're the sectional finals winner. There's no trophy though, no hardware. But what's something, since we watched the last 2 tournament games, that we will have to improve on to be able to compete against the top seed?
We're definitely going to have to be a little more clean with our passing because we've had a lot of passes getting picked off going the other way. Probably need to work on getting a few more people involved offensively because I'm sure a good team like Cincinnati Country Day is probably going to see how good Lauren is all year and go, yeah, we're going to just key on her. Oh, oopsie. But,
Actually, it's weird when it's a non-conference team. Because I don't think very many of the which CHL teams did we get at home this year? I know we had Wyoming here.
Indian Hill.
I don't think we had Marymount or Madeira here.
No, we had Wyoming, Indian Hill, Finneytown. And I think that was it because Taylor was on the road too, I think.
But a lot of times the top seeds, they don't focus on one person. Even if it's like we're going to focus, obviously anybody that looks at Deer Park statistics is going to tell you everything goes through 6, cover 6. But it's not highly often. The thing that the big time schools do is they contain her.
Yeah.
As if you notice, even in this game, there's been times where she's just able to dribble through 5 people. That's not going to happen. So we don't have that up our sleeve. I think the biggest shell shock area will probably be the defense when it comes to playing the 1 seed compared to 8 and 16. Because the defense got tested a little bit in the 8-seeded game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Not really tested at all today.
Yeah, Clark had those 2 girls playing forward that could play a little bit.
Well, they just really had speed. They didn't really work together. If they worked together, they would have been probably a lot harder to deal with. So, yeah, that game will be at Norwood, 7 p.m., I believe. Yeah, it's a weekday. There'll be a post on Deer Park Athletics, I would assume, of how to get tickets. And I want to say this is the farthest the girls have gone in DPSN coverage range.
I think that's probably a safe statement to make.
There were some, I will say, there were some pretty good girls teams between my time of graduation and the DPSN coverage. So don't feel offended if you're watching this and you had a good year and you made it far. I want to say DPSN has only been covering Deer Park for this third year now, I believe. Second year with commentators.
First year with me not knowing what I'm doing.
You never know what you're doing. That's really why if you see him, he carries a binder. It's instructions on what he's supposed to be doing. He's like, oh, I'm supposed to talk. Got it. I'm supposed to ask JC a couple questions because if I don't, he'll sit here quietly. I'll let you go ahead and talk about real quick what's coming up for football.
Well, right now we don't really know what's coming up for football until
Oh, that was the regular season finale,
Yep.
wasn't it?
That big win over Finneytown last night makes us 5-5, which should very likely put us in the playoffs. We were sitting at a 13 seed going into that game. We got zero help from beating Indian Hill, which means I'm guessing we're going to get also zero help from beating Finneytown, so likely a 13 seed. I think the matchup I saw, if it stood the way it does right now, we would be playing the 5 seed Williamsburg. So we'd be having to go all the way out there.
You know anything about Williamsburg?
No, I know it's out in the country somewhere, but past that, I have no idea. I know it's out in the country and their team colors are blue and red. Past that, no. Never played them, never been there. But, I mean, things can change. You never know if a team or two ahead of us lost and they drop down and we move up. But as it sat as of this past Tuesday, we would be going to Williamsburg.
Isn't it Monday when that gets announced?
I would hope so because you don't want to give teams like 4 days to prepare.
I'm trying because I think when me and Becca were talking about it, and it was during football, like NFL Sunday, and I was like, well, the college already told us the new rankings. Why can't
Yeah, they
the high
usually
school
give
tell us?
Yeah, the Harbin rankings usually don't come out until Tuesday, but with it now being in playoff time, I would imagine they try to get those out sooner than later, so the coaches and all can get film of who they're playing and try and figure out what they're going to do. That's just me. I think outside the box. I don't work for anybody, so.
And when he says outside the box, he means like barely on the outside of the box. Like he just opens the box and sticks his head out, and he thinks he's thinking outside of it. But yeah, so it's been a great fall season as we got about 23 minutes left, and that will be the finale. I think we've had fun. Would you say we've had fun?
Yeah, I would agree.
Shane's gotten the opportunity to learn a couple new sports this fall season. We'll see. Me and Becca will have to talk to see if we'll bring him back for the soccer and volleyball next fall.
I'm not holding my breath.
Honestly, it depends on how nice you are to us, honestly. But yeah, sit back, enjoy the rest of this game. And I think the next time you'll hear mine and Shane's voice will be at a basketball game.
Yeah, we'll be bringing back Mr. and one JC.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to bring some random stuff I can just yell instead of and one, because I was just waiting for and ones all day, and every time it'd be close and the ball would go fall off the rim, you'd see my demeanor go up.
Yeah, we almost needed a JC cam last season for basketball because you were so demonstrative on every little thing. It was hilarious. It was like, what? Nope.
Or like I'd start and be like, eh.
Yeah, when you get caught and then the ball would roll out and it's like, never mind. Or all the and ones would start happening in a game that wasn't close. And it's like, well, I don't feel like yelling it now.
Yeah. Maybe this year I'll just put the old scoreboard down, and if it's there, do it. We'll be talking about like things with 3-pointers.
Yeah.
And stuff like that to where we can pass some of that. Because I watching the NBA people, the guy that does the play-by-play doesn't say if the ball goes in or not. But it's been fun. Enjoy 20 more minutes here, and we will be back for the winter season.